Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Jessica here. Today I'm going to be making a quick little video on the products that I've been using to get ready when I do get ready. As most of you know, I am a mom of two, so sometimes it's kind of hard to get ready, but on the days that I do get ready, like the weekends, and when I'm trying to film, these are the products that I use. I do look a little bit trollish right now with dark circles. But like I said, I have two babies. Well, I have one baby that is 2 years old and I have a 6-year-old. And yeah, so that's why I have really dark circles. But we're going to cover them up with the products that I'm using today. And yeah, so first I'm going to start off with pulling my hair up. That way I won't be getting makeup all over it. And that way it's going to make it easier for me to blend the foundation into like my hairline. Oh. So I'm just going to be making a quick little pony like that. And I'm going to be grabbing Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in Light Beige. And then I'm going to be grabbing my mirror. And then pretty much I'm just focusing on where I have like dark spots or where I need more of a coverage. Around my nose, because around my nose always usually gets like a little bit red, and I like to cover that up. A little bit on my nose. Forehead, and under my eyes, since I do have really dark circles that I want to cover. Same thing on the other side. I feel like that's always one thing that that's always bugged me, my dark circles, ever since I was younger. Chin a little. So I'm going to be grabbing my beauty blending sponge, and I'm just going to be blending everything out. And you don't really have to use a lot either, like a little bit goes a long way. So just blending, and then I like bringing it down to my chin. Blending up to my nose. And then if you guys do hear a little bit of background noise, I have both of my babies in the room with me. Okay, so I'm blending. And then like I said earlier, I like blending it into my hairline. That way like it won't be looking like you have different shades around your face. Okay. And then like you see that I have like all the concealer underneath. We're going to be blending that in. And then I also like bringing it onto my eyes, since we do have like a darker pigment at the top, to make everything blend nicely. I'm doing that to that side, doing the same to the other side. And then just making sure that everything is blending nicely. Okay, so I really love how that's looking, and it matches my skin tone from my neck perfectly. I feel like that's always like one of my biggest problems, since I always wear like different type of shirts. Like I'm using a tank top right now. Sometimes I wear like a regular t-shirt, and you get like a tan line, and then it's really hard to match to what we have. Okay, once that is nice and blended out, I'm going to be going over like underneath my circles when I do need some more brightening, and above my forehead, a little bit next to my lips to brighten it up a little bit. I'm going to be going with the same concealer, just in a different shade. This is the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, and this one is in Swan. So, grab my mirror. So pretty much this, I'm just focusing on where I need some more brightness. So it's going to be underneath my eyes to brighten up and cover a little bit more of the dark circles that I have. And like I said, I want to put a little bit on my forehead to brighten it up a little bit. A little bit next to my lips. Just like that. Putting this one down, grabbing my beauty blender or Real Techniques sponge and blending that in. So it's really going to help you brighten the areas of your face that you want more highlighted or brightened. So I'm going to be blending that out. And I absolutely love this concealer. I feel like it blends with your skin really nicely. And it's more of a like a medium coverage, but it feels really nice. It's not like completely matte, but a little bit to the dewy side. Okay, so next I'm going to be blending underneath my eye. So you can already tell that it's brightened a lot. So blending above my eye, underneath my brow. And then now I'm just focusing on blending both of the concealer shades that I have. So there you go. And then I might bring it a little bit onto my nose. I'm going to be doing the same thing to the other side. Make sure I get really good underneath my eye. And then blending upwards on my eyelid. So now I'm just meshing everything together, making sure everything's nice and blended. Once everything is nice and blended, we're going to be grabbing our brush that we like to use underneath our eyes. For me, I like using these Echo Tool brushes that are like the mini ones, but they work amazing. So I like grabbing a little bit of powder, and I'm also going to be using the Clinique Translucent Neutral powder. I'm going to be adding that underneath my eyes to set everything. Doing that on both sides. Okay. Bring it down a little bit. Then I'm going to be using my Kat Von D. I think it was one of the limited edition brushes. So it looks like this one. Grabbing a little bit more of the exact same powder. And then I'm just going to be setting my entire face. And I usually love setting all of my foundation. That way it won't go anywhere. Or if you touch your face or anything, like everything is going to stay in place. So just making sure everything is nice and set. Okay. Doing the same thing to my forehead. Now around my lips. And since we already powdered the rest of our face, I'm going to be grabbing our little beauty blender, or Real Techniques beauty blender. And then I'm going to be just tapping the top of my eyelids. That way it can blend out all of the concealer that we have on there, and that way we don't have any creases. So after that is done, I'm going to be grabbing the same brush that I used for underneath my eyes. Grabbing a little bit of powder. And then just patting it on my eyelid to set everything in place. I'm going to be doing the same thing to the other side. Okay. And a little bit on the brows. So I like going with the natural shape that I already have. I just like filling it in. So I just trace the natural shape that I have. So I trace underneath it. Oh, I went a little too far. And then doing the same thing to the top. Pretty much just connecting everything. Same thing to the other side. Okay, now I'm going to be filling them in. And I usually like having it darker like at the end and then a little bit lighter to the front. That way they look a little bit more natural. Okay, once I start getting to the front, I like kind of like drawing the little hairs up. Okay, and I'm going to be doing the same thing to the other side. And then I like grabbing my little spoolie from the other side of my brow brush, and then I just like blending that in. And I like doing that throughout the entire brow. Okay, same thing to the other side. Okay. Sometimes I do like using like a brow gel, but sometimes when I'm just trying to like get ready pretty quick, I'll just do with my brow pencil. And then I used to love doing like concealer underneath my brow, but it's like an extra step, and you know, mom life, we can't really have a lot of time to do our makeup, so this will do. So now I'm going to be moving down to my bronzer, and this palette is one of my favorite palettes. I feel like I use it every day, or every day that I do my makeup, and I love that it has the blush, highlight, and the bronzer, which is nice because you just pretty much need just like one palette. So this is what it looks like, and I like using this shade right here. It gives you two options, and yeah, this one's my favorite. So I'm going to grab a little bit of that one. And blend it on my cheekbone. Doing the same thing to the other side. Oh yeah, and then the brush that I'm using is also a Real Technique brush. This is a 204. And then I also like grabbing my brush and then going underneath my chin a little, so that's going to snatch you up a little bit more. Okay. After that is done, I'm going to be going with my Sonia Kashuk blending brush, which is this one. Grabbing a little bit of the blush from my palette. And then blending that in right there on my cheekbones to the bronzer. Okay, I like how that looks. Repeat it on the next side. Just a little bit more. Okay. Real cute. Okay, so same palette. We're going to be grabbing this highlighter right here. Grabbing my Ipsy B36 tapered highlighting brush. And I'm going to be highlighting my face. So I like going above where I did my blush and my bronzer. Same thing on the opposite side. Tiny bit on my nose, above my lip, and a little bit next to the corner of my brow. Okay, so after that is done, I like going into my highlighting or brightening color right here. Same brush I was using underneath my eyes. I'm going to be grabbing a little bit, and I'm just going to be patting it underneath my eyes just to brighten a little bit more. Same thing on the opposite side. A little bit on my nose. Grab a tiny bit on my forehead. Just where you want a little bit more, to be a little bit more brightened. Okay, after that is all done, I'm going to be moving down to my eyeshadow. For my eyeshadow, usually I only do like one color since it's quick. I'm going to be showing you guys a cute little palette my sister gave me for my birthday that I absolutely love. And goes with like every skin tone. This is a ColourPop Big Poppy palette. And the color or shade I'm going to be using is going to be, I think we're going to be going with Cali Love, which is this one. So I'm going to be grabbing a little bit. Oh yeah, I'm also using my Morphe M535 brush. So I'm going to be grabbing a little bit, tapping excess off, and I'm just going to be throwing that on my lid. Doing the same thing to the opposite side. And then just blending. So that gives you a little bit of color on your eyelids. I'll be grabbing a little bit more and then just bringing it to the corner of my eye. Same thing on the opposite side. And it's all the same color too. Bringing it out a little bit more. And then blending up. Same thing on opposite side. Grabbing a little, tap, tap, tap. Chop on this side just to make sure that they're nice and even, and then we're going to be blending. And I also love my eyeshadow like coming like around there. So just blending all that out. Okay, there you go. Once you like how it's looking, you can come up here with your highlighting palette or any other eyeshadow that you want to add to it. I grab a little bit, put it at the inner corner of my eyes. Do the same thing to the opposite side. Grab a little bit and I like adding it underneath my brow just to brighten. And then if you also want to add like a little bit on your lid, you can. So I'm just adding whatever I have left on my finger. So there you have it. Now I'm going to be moving down to my eyeliner. For my eyeliner, I'm going to be using the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner in black, which looks like this. And then just doing a lightly wing liner. Okay, doing the same thing on the other eye. Okay, now I'm going to be doing my wing. Doing the same thing on the opposite side. Okay, once that is done, we're going to be moving down to our mascara. One of my favorite mascaras is the Go Big or Go Home from Kat Von D, or KVD Beauties now, sorry. Which looks like this. I'm going to be grabbing some, adding it to the top lashes. Right next to the bottom lash. Same thing on the opposite side, and like I said, this is going to be the exact same color that we use on their top lid, or you can use a different color if you would like. So I'm going to be doing the opposite lash line, and I like bringing that almost to like the front of the eye. I feel like it looks real cute. Okay, once they are nice and blended underneath, we're going to be grabbing our powder brush just to clean up any of the excess powder that might have moved or came down a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to be moving down to my bottom lash line, so I'm going to be adding a little bit of mascara. Oh, let me bring the mirror a little bit lower. Cute. Same thing on the opposite side. Okay, once that is all done, you can either keep it like this, or you can pair it with some cute lashes. My favorite lashes that I've been using lately are my Ardell Double Up. I think it's a 2 or 3 lashes with my duo glue. So I love these. They look super cute. They're like dramatic, but they look really cute. So this is how they look like. I'm going to be adding a little bit of glue. And what I like doing, I like adding the glue on it, and then I just like setting them on the table so they can dry a little. That way we won't put them wet onto our eyes and the glue gets inside your eye and it hurts, and then lashes start moving. So let's just add it to our lashes. And it really doesn't need a lot of glue either, just a little bit, but we need it to dry a little bit. While that is drying a little bit, I'm going to be moving to my lip liner. And for my lip liner, I like using Milani Color Statement Lip Liner in Nude. So I'm going to be grabbing this, outlining my lip. And then just shading it all in. Okay, moving up to the top. Shading it in. Doing the outline. Same thing to the opposite side. Okay, we'll come back to the lip. That way we can start putting our eyelashes before they completely dry and it's not gonna glue. So like you can see, this is the first eyelash that I put glue on. It's still not completely dry, it's still a little tacky, and the middle is a little bit wet, so that's gonna be perfect. So to put on my eyelashes, I like to close one of my eyes adding it to the corner of my eye, making sure it's holding. Then you can either open or close your eye, but I like opening my eye a little bit, closing, making sure I like where the eyelash is at, and then just pinching your eyelashes together. So there's one. What a big difference, huh? Like with eyelash and no eyelash. I feel like the eyelash gives you more of like a pow look. Okay, so doing the same thing to the other side. It's a little, okay, I'm gonna trade hands because it's a little hard to grab the mirror with the other hand. Okay. Bring it down. And then I'm just gonna be squishing both of the eyelashes together. Once eyelashes are done, we're gonna go back to our lips since we haven't finished them yet. I'm gonna be grabbing my lip liner one more time and then just making sure that I coat every space that needs it. Once that is all done, you can use your favorite setting spray. That way your makeup stays on all day. Let me grab mine so I can show you guys. So my favorite makeup setting spray is a Milani Make It Last spray. I feel like it smells super good and like the mist is really nice. Sometimes I feel like when I get different setting sprays, the mist is like too thick and you spray it on your face and then you get a bunch of like little splotches. Yeah, this one is pretty nice. And what I also like doing, I like spraying it a little bit like that. Making sure that my face is all nice and coated. And then just letting it dry a little bit. Okay guys, so when we are looking all doubled up, our makeup's all nice and done. I like bringing my hair down from the ponytail that I had. I like grabbing a little brush and then just brushing it all down, making sure that my hair is all out of tangles. And then also a little tip, when you do get like foundation or concealer on your hair, you can always grab a little bit of water in your brush and then you can just brush it out and it'll come off. Or you can grab a little bit of water and then just start like massaging it into your hair, and that would help the foundation or concealer come off. So after this is all pretty much done, I like grabbing like a little accent clip or a little bobby pin and then like pushing the back or the front to the back a little bit. My little accent clip, grabbing it and then putting it to my hair. Okay. So that's been looking cute. Yeah. And that's pretty much it. It's like super easy, super fast, and if you're a mom, you know that you have to be pretty quick when you have kids. So yeah, so I hope you guys like this video. Hope you guys like, share, and comment. Make sure to also subscribe to my channel because I'm going to be posting a ton of amazing new videos on hair, makeup, and I do want to start vlogging, so make sure to keep on watching. I also want you guys to go ahead to, I can't even talk. I want you guys to head over to my son's YouTube channel. Like I said in a previous video, he did want to start his YouTube channel, so go support him. It's going to be Sanders Dino Adventures, and then if you do have kids, make sure to have them check him out. But yeah, hope you guys have a beautiful day, and yeah, see you later.